Okay, today we're going to go over the semi-automatic pistol. Now the semi-automatic pistol is going to be represented by my Glock 40, 23-40 caliber and my Springfield Armory 1911 with ACP. Now, the revolver and the semi-auto play off each other's strengths and weaknesses. Okay? The semi-auto could jam, but these semi-autos today, it doesn't happen that often. It could happen, but very often, very rarely. Now, semi-autos, they can't fire the Dragunda bullets unless they're made very big, like a Desert Eagle. But for home defense, you're going to be what, 9, 40, 45, 38 special, 57 Magnum. So you're not going to really need a big ass Desert Eagle gun. Okay, so these size guns are perfect for what you need, home defense. Now, the best thing about the revolver, the semi-auto, is it is very easy to load. I take the magazine, I insert it, I close it, and we're hot. Okay. Now, if I was in a standoff, the best part about the semi-auto, which I love, is that the slide racks back, clearly telling me the gun is empty, and all I must do is hit this button here, and 99.9% of the time the button is here. Some buttons are on the left side too, some buttons are down here, and 100-year-old European guns, the button is down here. But I hit the button, the old mag drops out, I insert the new mag and close like I just demonstrated. Okay. Now, unlike revolvers, I can add more ammunition. This gun here came with 7-round magazines, which sucked. Solution: go to Wilson Combat and get 10-round magazines, and just simply add 3 more rounds. Okay, unlike a revolver, I cannot do this with a revolver. Okay, that's what I like about the semi-autos, the best. And the downside to the semi-auto is if you have arthritis, if you have one hand, if you have one arm, you might not be able to do this stuff. Loading magazines, closing slides, taking off safeties. There's a safety on this gun, no safety on the other gun. Okay, that may be cumbersome for you. Field stripping, it may be cumbersome for you, stuff like that. And that's probably the biggest downside for the disabled. So most disabled guys are better off going revolvers, as I said in that video. Another thing about semi-autos that are bad, I demonstrated how you can be overpowered with the revolver. If I'm in a standoff, this semi-auto is single action, which means the hammer has to be back. I cannot fire when the hammer is forward. If I'm in a standoff and the bad guy puts his finger here, I cannot fire the gun. If I'm in a standoff and the bad guy goes like that, I cannot fire the gun. Okay, I gotta go for my secondary weapon at that point, or kick him in the balls. Now, most semi-autos today are double action like my Glock, but all you gotta do is pull the trigger. Some semi-autos are single action like this 1911, where the hammer is back, the safety is off, and in 1911's case, you have to squeeze this and the trigger. Other guns are called double single, where you have a 10-pound trigger pull, or 12, the hammer cycles back, the trigger cycles back, and for the next subsequent shots, it's a 4-pound trigger. I'm not nuts about that. If you like that, that's your thing. Sig Sauer P220, P226, P229, P239, okay, that may be your thing, but I'm more of a, I either want it to be double action or single action, but I want the same trigger pull every time. That is just me. And also, most semi-auto pistols have a rail. This one does not, but this one does. Whereas the opposite is true on revolvers. Most revolvers do not have a rail. If you want to put like a light, and yes, I know I should get a fucking light, Maron. I'll put it on my list. But that's the thing. Now also, handguns, revolver and semi-auto, have some distinct advantages. Justice Scalia mentioned it in his Heller decision. God rest his soul. He mentioned that, you know, guys with poor body strength might like a handgun better. Okay, you can hold the handgun in one hand, dial the police in the other hand. Okay, unlike a rifle or a shotgun, it's harder to do. I also added you can hold a light in one hand, the gun in the other hand. I also added you can hold the suspect at bay if he gets too close and point, which is like a last minute thing, last resort thing. Don't shoot your hand, guys. You can check behind doors, cabinets. When we were doing Hurricane Sandy, every door in this apartment was open. If it was closed, I knew someone had gone past there. Okay, but every door in the apartment was closed. Shower curtain was open. But at night, I still had to clear the house. Now, I did this in the rifle video, which you will see 2 videos from now in the series. I already filmed it. It's being filmed on work. I have the gun boxes here on the floor. If I wanted to search this closet with a rifle, I would have to stand very far away, have one hand on the rifle, be a little off balance, and open this door. But with the handgun, semi-auto or revolver, I can do this. I can immediately present the pistol to the closet. And if there's a bad guy in the closet and he's planning on ambushing me, and maybe he wants to kill me when I go to bed at night, okay, or maybe he's hiding. Now, obviously, you're supposed to stay in your safe room and call the police, but in theory, guys, okay, just in theory, if I wanted to search this house, if I had to clear this closet, I could go like that. And as soon as I open the door, unlike the rifle where I gotta go like this, like that, with one hand to be unsteady off balance, this thing here, I go right in. I can go up. I can also go around corners with it. Okay, I can go this way or that way, as opposed to if I had the rifle. It's easier to move around corners and stuff. Keep my body hidden. Okay, that is a lot more difficult to do with a rifle or a shotgun. You could do it, but it's a little more difficult. I'd have to present more of my body, use more of my body. If I had a child, I could literally take my arm, move the child back, stand here, and fire. With my right arm is pulling the child back, my left hand on the gun. My body is behind the wall. You have a very small picture of me. Okay, that is a lot more easy to do with a handgun, rifle, revolver, or pistol, whichever you prefer. And yeah, that's probably the best advantage of both little guns as opposed to the big guns. Is that house clearing, moving around corners, especially if guys are in, you know, if you gotta go into the bathroom or an area, a foyer or a hallway, an area that is very, very narrow. And this is my home defense gun. Revolver, I've had the revolver out a couple of times in case it's needed, but this is the home defense gun that I'm gonna go for 9 out of 10 times. It just is. I prefer this indoors as opposed to the rifle, which I prefer outdoors. And I have a doctor's appointment in an hour. I have to get ready to get out of here. So we're gonna leave that off there. Thank you.